Concentrate one, trying to push over the wind coming over the hill here. I'm like, why won't it go forward? There we go. Now we're moving. Oh, you know what? I mean, actually, this is perfect because I took off right away. I'm trying to do a flight time video to see how much I get out of these battery packs. This is a 1200 from, I don't remember, so I'll put the manufacturers in order when I make the video, when I put it up. Like I got the Vic Miles 1200 MAH, and then I got this other brand that I forgot the name of. Touch the skids there a little bit. A little bit late on collective. Yeah, they all fly different. So you gotta figure them out. And hopefully this is translating the video good because I'm not watching the camera. So when the video's over, I'll be able to see how long we got for flight time. I checked it before I left, at least one of the new packs, and we were at 4.01 volts per cell on a 2-cell. So they were perfectly balanced at 8 volts. I might turn them up. I'm gonna see what the limit is on that. Cause yeah, look, it's already. It's already asking for a new battery after 3 minutes. So what that tells me is that something's wrong. But good flight, cheap batteries, and you know what? If I had to stop, bring it back every 3 minutes to put a new pack in, you're not gonna worry about overheating it. And at, you know, $5 a pack or something like that, they're cheap. The 2500, I definitely got a 15-minute flight out of that one, continuous flight. But that's kind of like only a little bit more than the stock battery. So I think they lie about the MAH all the time, and I think that the proprietary pack is actually telling the truth about how much MAH you're getting, because that pack lasts for like 13 minutes. So I don't know what's going on here, because this pack is lighter and it claims to have the same amount of MAH. That should equate to a longer flight time. So why did we only just get 3 minutes? That means that they totally lied, that this pack only has maybe like a third of what it claims. Right? Because we should be getting like 12 minutes, 12, 13 minutes. If it was truly a 1200, that means, yeah, it's only like it's like a 4000 MAH pack. I'm sorry, 400 or 300, 3, 6, 9, 12, right? So it's only at 25%. I'm gonna put another one through and we'll see if that one does better. We'll do the Vic Mile, and I'll tell you the brand of, here, we got the batteries out, because I started the video right away, so we'd have a timestamp for, you know, the takeoff there. This is the brand that we just flew. I don't know why I won't focus. There it go. It claims 8.88 watt hours, but I don't know if I believe that at all. Or for some reason my helicopter's suddenly way more or way less efficient for having a lighter battery pack in it. That doesn't make sense. This is the Vic mile. We'll run the Vic mile now, and we'll check the time stamp. We'll see how long each battery gets. I mean, I do like at 3 minutes, I'm not worried about overheating the battery. And this is my setup now. I got rid of that big giant plug and I put the JTS or whatever, JST, because this is bigger than the wires that are going to the motor, guys. So the wires on this, I mean, are bigger than the stock ones. So we're not worried. We're not worried. Look, the wires on this end are bigger than the wires on this end. That's it. We're done. No arguing about that. So there's the pack from JU. I'm not even gonna say this, dude. That's why I'm not trying to say it. What is that? What does that even say? Is that a JUZUXI? Okay, all right. Whatever that is. We'll do the Vic mile. At least I can pronounce that one, which is noticeably thicker, by the way. A little shorter, so I guess that maths out. I haven't put them both on a scale yet. These are 89 grams, 88 grams, which is good. That's good weight for 1200. If it is, I don't think they're 1200s. I think they're lying. I think all these batteries are lying except for the factory one. So that means I need to find like a true. If I could find a true like 1500, I think that would be the sweet spot for this. Actually, I mean the 2500. It's just that weight factor. You're adding about an ounce, which is okay. It actually flied, like I said, for over 15 minutes with one of those, even with the additional weight. It wasn't really an issue. It feels pretty good. Like, how will it go on? There's nothing in the way. There's literally nothing blocking it. It's definitely easier with the JST or JTS, whatever. I'm gonna keep saying that wrong forever, for life. JST. It takes up so much less space. The XT60, a 30 would be fine. I think a 30 would be fine. But definitely not a 60 is way big. Okay, let's see. What time is it on the clock here? 8:50 or 8 minutes and 45 seconds. We'll say we took off. I'll get the actual timestamp. I don't know. I'm trying to get it right now. I always forget you can do stuff in post. I hope I'm catching some of that on video. Oop. I let go of the controls and we almost died. Oop. I'm still getting used to, like, when I go to turn and stuff, like what it wants for that. And sometimes I figure it out, but I switch helicopters so often, and they don't all want, you don't do all the same thing exactly. Like they have their own character. Like that's better. Like that's more what this one wanted or wants when you turn. Like it has basically like a moment of inertia or whatever that is, like that wiggle ability right there. Or you know, when it starts rocking, you know, like timing when you make an input, all that's different per helicopter. The CGs are different. Like this one wants you to lead in at an angle like that. That's how it wants you to fly it. I mean, they all like that once you figure out how to do that. This maneuver right here. Once you figure out how to fly leading in like that, you can get even the C-138 brushed, you can get that thing going like with a tailwind. I don't know, dude. It feels like 50 miles an hour, but realistically, it's probably hitting 25, 30 miles an hour easily. And I'm not adding power. I'm just keeping it level and straight. We could go faster than that. There you go. Tilt in. Come back up. Work the collective to control your height. And you can add power like that on the collective. Once you get it leaned hard enough. Whoops. I lost my ability to tell what direction we were facing. It's because it's shaped like a football, it's kind of easy to lose in the wrong lighting. And the lighting's not terrible right now, but you can kind of lose orientation, like what direction am I facing? Like, is it the tail or the nose? So you like look for the light. Is it the white light or the red light? Because your eyes will lie to you. Like sometimes I'll think that it's facing me and I'm looking at the tail or the side of it. I think the Vic Mile's winning, where I think we've already beat that other brand. So I need to look into, maybe I need to charge those up to like 8.3 or 8.4. Maybe I'll charge them higher. But still, dude, we only got 3 minutes out of 8 volts per cell. That doesn't seem like... This thing should be pulling about 70, 80 milliamps a minute. So if we used up... I wasn't even flying it hard. If we used all that up, something's wrong in 3 minutes. See what time it is. Yeah, 13 minutes. We've definitely beat the other brand for flight time. And that one felt like there was something wrong with it. I might, that might be a dud. Because I charged it and it charged up in like 10 minutes. And I was like, that seems wrong, but it's the first one out of the, first time out of the box. And I'm like, maybe it's just out of the box fully charged, or it was like 90% charged out of the box. But that's not normal. That wouldn't be normal, right? The other one charged for like an hour, so we're gonna run that one next and see if we get more time out of that one, and then maybe I'll have to return one of them. There's hills here, and it's like goes into like a little valley. It's a really nice spot to practice, and not too many people are bothering me in this area. Some people come walking through with their dogs, but these hills are fun to play with the ground effect. And I like to fly extremely low. But I don't know. I've tapped the skids a few times. Recovered most of them. Crashed a few times because of it. This thing handles crashes like a champ. I don't know if I hit anything too hard yet, but they were like crashes like that where I just like over guessed my maneuverability or over asked, whatever you want to call it. Asked too much. Lost control. Touched the ground. And I've touched the blades to the ground too a few times, resulting in catastrophic failure. Not failure, but you know, crash. Resulting in an immediate crash. Oh, see, I'm still getting used to that when I come back over like the U part of the turn. That's pretty smooth right there. That one was pretty smooth. Whoa, see, when it's that far away from me, I have more trouble telling like when to make my input. Gonna get more altitude. And sideways and then straighten up the nose. Oh, and then crash it. It wasn't too bad of a crash. We were almost not moving. We had come down like this, and we were about to pull out of it, but like I just said, like I over-asked. I asked too much. So this Vic mile is killing it. What are we at right now? 16, 17 minutes. Let's set the camera up again, and I'll try to get the total flight time calculated. New camera angle. We'll take off from here. Oops. I'm still getting used to it. I keep saying that. I'm still getting used to the collective. It is, you know, different. They're all different. But like as soon as I get warmed up, dude, this thing's pretty beastly. I like it. You gotta fly them how they want to be flown. Okay, there goes the battery alarm. Oop. Let's bring it in. Told you, once I get warmed up, I start whipping this thing around smooth. What did we get for time? We're at 18 minutes, we'll say. A little over 18 minutes. 18:20. And I forget when we started, but that Vic mile definitely gave us way more than 3 minutes. Oh, crap. I forget which one was the one I haven't used yet. I think this one's a little bit warmer. Doing the temp check. Yeah, I think that's the one we just used. And we still have another Vic mile. So, I don't know. I might put this whole big, you know, compilation up of it flying. I have a big long video, and we're doing it for science. So there's the champ so far, the Vic mile. This one's definitely, I believe it's either 1200 or at least 1000 MAH for true MAH. I'm gonna have to check the time on flight, and because compared against the factory batteries, I know what kind of flight time we should have. What we should have. Now we're gonna put this Jaguar, whatever. The only thing I say about these is they were cheap, and they're light. They're super light. They were cheap, like $7.50, and with the charger, with the dual charger, which is more probably why I bought it. It had dual 2S, whatever, 2S charger, and those are handy for you just got a bunch of them. Like they come with these little batteries. Hopefully this is getting on video, some of it. But yeah, that's all. You're gonna put it in, Now it's ready. Like once you get the cage out, the proprietary cage, solder yourself a JST where the battery terminals used to be. You can always revert, like just keep the cage if you want to go back. But I don't think I'm going to go back because those batteries are $40 each. And like I just said, this one was $750. The Vic Mile, that just proved to be at least close to stock performance. That one's like, they're like 2 for $25 for those. Maybe you get them cheaper, you catch them on deal for like $20. And they come with or without the little charger. I think, for $1 more you get the charger. Which I always get the charger, because then you can have all your batteries charging at the same time. Forever. Always have batteries ready. I'll take off from here. That's the correct way. You just switch. Or, yeah, it depends on, I guess, how you make that turn. If I'm going in nose this way, I'm going to keep using that same nose when I come back. So right now we're doing full forward left. Now we're going full forward right. Now we're going to go full forward left, right. Oops. That was too much. That was like wibbly. But you could make it smoother, of course, with practice. Hard nose left, full left. Now we're going to go full right, forward. I'm trying to check. What's our angle here of view? What is the viewing angle of the camera? Whoa. Yeah, there's no stability for, I took the flow sensor out. There's no optical flow sensor on here on board, because I think that thing screws with flight. It screws with your inputs. I don't want it. Get it off. It's good, I guess, maybe for beginners. I don't even know if it's good for beginners. It's like teaching you bad habits. If you're scared to fly, though, maybe. From the start, I was disabling it because I immediately felt like it was causing more headache. So you just turn a little bit with the tail and then go back the other way. Real efficient. It does not like to fly only nose forward. You have to give it angle. And it's something about the design. There's a design flaw with these that can be corrected through certain radios. This is a stock radio, so we're not going to be able to correct it. I can't come over the hill this way. I have to come in at an angle. Like, it doesn't have enough power, so it won't tilt forward hard enough. Under like a normal condition, I've noticed when I have it high bank, I have a lot of authority with forward, like forward and backward, like there. Like if I rock it, you see how far it tipped forward? But now it won't let me. So the flight controller is retarded. Something's wrong with the flight controller. But you can still fly it if you want to use like nose in, like this. You just have to go forward stick and left or right. Like, you'll go plenty fast if you do that. And it's because there's something wrong with the flight controller. It's angled wrong, but that looks cool. You just can't start off like that. You gotta go, you have to start off like this, and then you can transition into a straight forward flight. But then it'll still lose some speed. You'll never get the most speed unless you're stick is forward and either left or right. And how much left or right is going to determine how much more speed you get. I think that's just inherent with helicopters, I think. Like, at least in sim, I've seen that, you know, you get the most speed when you're tilting the whole thing sideways. Oh, look, there's the alarm. So I don't think that one got anywhere near what the Vic miles are getting. I'm not even sure I'm gonna keep these. I mean, well, we got one more battery pack to burn, and it's another Vic mile. So again, we've been doing Vic mile versus this. I can't say that. Whatever that is. But we'll go ahead and get this thing ready. It's a lot easier. These JSTs are like keywayed or whatever. I still have the big fat connector on from before. We're not using anymore. Tuck that away. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that connector. I gotta desolder it. It's just too big. I don't know. Actually, it fits nice still because that's the smaller pack. But on the 2500, I'm gonna use the which they're on the charger right now. The 2500s are on the charger. I like how it flies with the 2500. It adds weight, but it's a good weight. It feels good. It makes it move way more scale. Like it has more moment of inertia or whatever. Which I like that stuff. Like when you come into a turn like that, you can see how you can feel. It's only an ounce, guys, but you can see and feel that extra weight as inertia in the helicopter, which makes it feel and look more scale. And that's why we're here. We're about scale. We're not here to trick off and do fly upside down and stunt off. We're here to look good and real and learn how to fly these and control them and make them look like they would in real life. That's the idea. If you like stunting off, that's cool, I guess too. It's fun to watch. It was fun to watch for a few times. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like the stuff they're doing with these helicopters is wild. Flying them upside down and sideways and stuff. But look, I'm riding on one skid right now. Look at me. I'm a stunt man now. Now I'm playing, but that's the kind of flying I'm doing. I'm not trying to fly upside down or sideways. By sideways, I mean where they get like, yeah, it looks silly. Look at this flopping around. I like that. Scale flight close to the ground. At a speed that looks scale. I hope this is getting on video. You gotta tilt the camera up a little bit. Just one more pack and then I gotta go get more coffee. I played hooky today. Not hooky, but I put in PTO for today because I saw the wind forecast was beautiful. And it's slow. It's winter time. We're out of season. It's time to burn up some PTO. I'm not going on vacation this year. So I got some PTO hours. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go flying with my new helicopter. Because I've been doing all these mods on it. And I haven't had time to fly it, especially not with this beautiful weather like this. Look at this, guys. Look at that beautiful turn. I'm starting to get the hang of it. as I crash. See, I'm getting too cocky. It recovers great though, as you can see. I just smacked the blades into the grass. It will come in and land real quick. I know there's not going to be any damage. And like I said, you gotta fly this thing a very specific way. Because there's something, I mean, once you figure it out, it's not too bad, but there is definitely something going on with the flight controller to where you want to lead in either left or right and forward. When we're in ground effect here, you can use cyclic like normal. Like I can nose forward a little bit, but even still, when I take off, I forgot why I came over here. Check damage. There's no damage. We're going to continue flying until the battery goes dead. Get it back out in the field here. Man, I keep forgetting what I'm saying. I haven't had my coffee. I slept for like 4 hours last night. I got up like 5 a.m. this morning. I'm like, it's time to use my day off wisely. I'm going to get some work done. And then I'm going to get some playing done. Some flying. See, that's the way to do it. When it has that extra weight, dude, it holds, it does that hang, like when you switch, you know, change. I'll try to do it like this. Ready? That right there. It'll hang longer though. It'll hang for like a noticeably longer amount of time. What do they call it? Moment of inertia or something? It's like, that's real. That's how you do it. You got to go like that, and then bring it the same nose in the same way on the way back. Return, nose in, same way you did on the way over. On the way back, same thing. Turn, nose in. You get a lot of speed like that, so watch out. There's one of the two is going to give you more speed than the other. And I think on this one, it's forward and right. It gives you like a ton of speed. Also, be careful when you're doing forward right turns. When you go forward right on cyclic and you're turning right, watch out. I think you would prefer to just continue doing left-hand turns, if possible. See how that handles the left hand better? The right hand can get you into trouble. Let's do a right hand. If you don't work it correctly, it's not the same as left. You have to do it in a different way. And you have to remember that. The movement's not exactly the same on the sticks. You can do it, it's a lot faster. But you can get it in the air sideways where the blades are not giving you lift. It's like you'll go like nose into the ground fast. I've done it several times. I almost did it in the video here, and I did it in the video a few times. That's the great thing about these, getting used to them. You can go ahead and crash it and just keep flying. Whatever this compound is made out of, whatever that compound of the body is made out of, is good stuff. It's the right material for, it's super light. It weighs, like I've said in another video, I think the whole shell weighs like 10 grams or something. Yeah, definitely, it's forward right is going to give you and then you work the tail to stay straight in the collective to control altitude and power. Just watch out when you come out of it like that right there. I almost went nose into the ground. So you got to be like, it's a, you know, specific smoothness to it. There it is. That's the correct way to do it. See if we can reproduce it on the way back. Pretty smooth on the way back. And I wish I could have a cameraman to get some of these. When I whipped it there, it was like, sweet, dude. It got that huge bank to it. I'm not going to be able to get that on video, though, I don't think. There goes the beat for battery. We'll bring it in. Here we go, and I looked at the remote. I looked at the remote for the stop, and I'm like, why? Sometimes it'll drag the motor for so long, and I'm sitting there like this, like, come on, shut the motor off. There you go. It takes so long to shut off sometimes, and other times it'll be trying to shut off while I'm just trying to stay in low ground effect, like I'm just trying to scoot it around on a runway, and it'll cut the motor off. And other times like that, right there, I'm like having to look for the stop motor, the hard 3-second hold. So I looked for it instead of, because I don't know where it is on this one. I need to get a real remote where I just have levers like click, click, click. So really, I might do that next. I might get the TX16, probably. That's a one and done radio. You just get that radio. And you can put this one on the shelf, donate it for science. But I'll go ahead and end this video now, 36 minutes, and we'll check the timestamps and see how long each battery got. That last one, again, that was a Vic mile, and then we'll be comparing them against these whatever. One of them is a dud. We got 3 minutes out of a supposedly fully charged one. That's completely bull. We should, if it's true to stock, we should see at least 13 minutes before we get a beep. I think the Vic miles coming in real close. The Vic miles cost a little bit more. Like I said, those are about $20 without the charger. If you see them with the charger, then we're probably like $23, $25. Free shipping, on the Amazon. There you go. Go ahead and end the video. You all have a good one.